Hey y'all, it's your girl Dom. We're back at it again with another video. Today I'm coming to y'all with a story time. Fuck. That fan mad loud as hell. But anyways, today I'm coming to y'all with a story time on a time that I dated both a female and a male at the same time. Never again. Never again. So basically it started in like 2017. So in 2017, I had a boyfriend and I had a girlfriend. But how did it start? Okay, so at first, me and my ex had broke up, and then that's when I started dating this girl. At the time, we're gonna call the girl Sparkle. We're gonna call the guy Blue. So me and Blue had a long history. Like, I really loved Blue. I was like telling Sparkle, I was like, yo, I don't think this is gonna work because I still love Blue. So she was like, nah, we gonna work it out, this, that, and the third. So I'm saying to her, I'm like, nah, this just ain't gonna work because I don't want to hurt you. That's not what I'm on. So she studied, like, yeah, it's cool, this, that, and the third. So me and her, we dated for about a good month or so. And then that failed because I don't know if I attract them crazy or if they just like that. So she was just like, yo, like, I feel like he always gonna come first. And I'm like, girl, I told you that. Like, what? So, like, she's sitting over there getting mad at me. So, they both mad at me because they both think that they got beef with each other. And I'm like, first of all, there was no beef. So, to clear the beef, my dumb ass, this is what I did. So, basically, at the time, I had both of them on Snap at the time. So, I made a Snap group chat. I was like, yo, y'all need to stop with all the beef, this, that, and the third. Y'all keep coming together, like, and acting like every time y'all around each other, y'all got beef. Because he said that he wasn't going to stop hanging around me because me and her wasn't together, because me and her had broke up. So he was like, he's not going to stop hanging around me because she don't like him. And she was like, I'm not going to stop hanging around you because he don't like me. So I was just like, alright, whatever. Just, y'all don't be on no fuck shit. So we was in school one day. And actually, no, I had just got out of school, and it was like a Friday. I remember like it was yesterday. It was like a Friday going into a Saturday. So was on Snapchat, and I saw both of them. So what I did was I made a group chat, and I added both of them in the group chat. I was like, yo, like, y'all need to, like, chill out. There's no beef. So before I added her, I told her, I was like, yo, I'm about to add Blue to the group chat. Is that okay with you? And she was like, nah, like, I don't know about this. And then that's when, I don't know, this is where I'm bamboozled at. Okay, so tell me why they don't like each other, but he already have her own Snap. You know what I'm saying? So Blue was just, he came off as if he was just for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't fuck with that. So Blue and her already had, like, or whatever, they already had each other on socials. So I'm like, y'all don't like each other so much, but y'all already have each other on y'all social media. Like, so mind you, I'm sitting over there, I'm like, I bet, like, it is what it is. So I added both of them, and and mind you, like, I was just telling them, I was like, y'all, there's no beef between y'all. Like, at the end of the day, everything's good. Then that's when Sparkle was like, yeah, I know, this, that, and the third. I'm like, girl, you was just talking hella shit. Like, relax. Like, you was not on the same energy until, like, I added him to the group chat. Now you like, oh, everything was cool. Because if that was the case, I would never added y'all. So Blue like, oh, like, alright, so why am I here? Like, he all hyped and shit. I'm like, nigga, relax, calm down. So he just too hyped, and I knew he was up to some shit. I knew he was up to no fucking good, because he was just too fucking hyped. So I added him. Mind you, once we in a group chat, that's when they go and he wants to speak to her privately. Now, mind you, it never occurred to me, right? It never occurred to me by him speaking to her, like, why the fuck did he want to speak to her privately? So he was just like, oh, like, I want to talk to you in private, this, that, and the third. So he talking to her in private. Next thing I know, they come back to the group chat. He's talking about something. Let's have a polyamorous relationship. Like, since you want her and you're not gonna let her go, and I want her and I'm not gonna let her go, let's just have a 3-party relationship. And I ain't fuck with it, cause when I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm jealous. I don't like nobody touching you. I don't like nobody talking to you. Fuck you talking about? So at first my dumb ass like, yeah, it's cool. No, the fuck it wasn't cool, because he sat there. He came out of the blue with this. It seemed like he had this shit planned. Like he just had his like his plan B on site. He was just like, since you want her and you not gonna let her go, let me have her. You have her at the same time. So that's when he gonna sit there and text me. I'm like, yo, is you dead ass? Like, I was mad as hell, because I'm like, first of all, I'm your girlfriend. You never, never, ever talk to me about having no 3-party relationship with no other female. So he's like, oh, what are you talking about? This, that, and the third. Like, you said you wanted to make shit right. Making shit right and making her a part of my relationship is two different things. It's two different things. So that's where he had me fucked up. I was really about to leave him where he had me fucked up at. And he studied like, nah, I didn't even like that. I'm like, no, my nigga, you just want to have a threesome. I'm not on that. You could fuck off. She could fuck off too. But at the same time, it's just like in my head, me being dumb, I'm thinking, all right, maybe this might save my relationship. Don't fucking do that shit. Dumb as fuck. So, mind you, my friend or whatever, she's like, yo, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. I'm like, what you mean? She like, yo, they was too happy to do this shit. Like, you think like there was some foul play? I'm like, I don't know, but if I find out there's some foul play, like, I'm beating both of their asses, period. So, mind you, I come to him, I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Because just the other day, you didn't like this girl. Just the other day, she didn't like you. So, it sounds like just some major plotting type shit. So the day go by basically after this happens, and that night everything was smooth, but it wasn't smooth because he already talking about having like a whole threesome. So I'm like, bro, like, what is good with you? Like, this is not what I had in mind. I agreed to this relationship, but I never agreed to a threesome. I told you I was not comfortable with that, especially not with that person. So he like, yeah, like, so like they already planning it out. And mind you, she's texting me like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. First of all, you weren't uncomfortable because you was, I'm not finna air her out like that, but you were not uncomfortable. Let's put it like that. You were mad comfortable in that group chat. So then that's when one of my friends the next day, literally the next, not even the next day, the next, literally, alright, so at one point in time, it was just like I started becoming more comfortable with it. So I was just like, alright, whatever, I'm finna let it rock. Because I already dated her or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I did not want him touching her. I was like, stop fucking playing with me. You're playing with me too fucking much. So they sitting over there, they making their own plans. Mind you, at this time, this was my, I ain't gonna tell you which year it was of high school, because then y'all gonna automatically put 2 and 2 together. But this was in high school. I had all of my experiences that a lot of people be like, oh, you gonna experience this in college? Fuck all of that. I did all of that shit in high school. All of that shit that a lot of people be hyping up, like, oh, like you experience, like you play with your sexuality or whatever. I did all that in high school. Now it's just like, it's no fucking excitement to me. So it's like, it is what it is. So we're in a group chat. We're talking. They over here planning outside of that, because like I said, I didn't have my phone at the time because my mom was always on some fuck shit. So I was on and off with having a phone. And so my friend had because she had got a new phone, and I had took the other one that she had before, and she wasn't using no more. So that phone you had to use with Wi-Fi. So at that point in time, my Wi-Fi did not work in my room. It only worked in the living room. And so, mind you, my mom's like, she's like tripping. She's like, get out the living room, get out the living room. So mind you, I'm telling both of them I'm gonna talk to them later. So them two exchange numbers, and they start talking and get to know each other. And at first it was like, you would think like I would be mad about it, but I wasn't mad about it. I was chill about it, because I'm like, if we're gonna do this, then I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. No. The fuck no. So actually, I was just like, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna sit there and because at the end of the day, I already agreed to it, so I'm not gonna be on no foul shit. So what I did was, I was like, alright, so I let time go by, and at the same time, it's just like, I just really, really wanted to see what they was talking about. Of course, I still to this day don't think that they told me the truth about what they was talking about, but I don't think it was nothing too serious. But at the same time, I just still don't think they was telling me the truth, because here's why. So that whole night, they talked to basically the next morning until she got tired. And that's when he was like, oh, like, I don't have no problem with her at this point. I don't have a problem with him either. But at the time, I ain't like none of them. Because I was just mad. Because it was just like, the fuck is you doing, my nigga? Like, what's good with you? What's good with both of y'all? So, and then I'm going to tell y'all some shit that afterwards it's going to make sense. But, yeah. So, I'm like, yo, the fuck? So, the next day I come to school. Literally, we go, like, we have our normal schedule. He come meet me at, like, the, before, lunch or whatever. And we chilling. No, before we was about to go to class, he meets me. We have fun or whatever. We're talking, chilling, chopping it up. Then he goes to his class, and I go to my class. Before lunch, them two met up. I had no idea. This is why I can't do that whole third-party relationship type shit. Because they met up, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, and then he wasn't going to tell me. He was not going to tell me. So what happened was, they met up. She was like, yo, you know we kissed or whatever. I'm like, what? At this point, I'm like, sis, what are you talking about? He was like, oh yeah, Blue didn't tell you, like, we kissed. I was like, oh, that's something y'all was planning, but okay. I walked away from her because at that point, I was just like, sis, the other day, you just hated him so much. Now y'all kissing and chopping it up. Something don't make sense here. So that's when I'm like, alright, cool. So, mind you, we in a group chat. This girl and him and me, we all talking, like I said. Because we all together, right? So, at the end of the day, we all talking. She's sitting over there. She talking to me. I don't want to talk to her because I'm like, I'm mad. Like, at the end of the day, if I really love somebody and I'm with them, I don't want nobody touching them. I don't want nobody talking to them. I want you to myself. Like, that's it. Like, stop fucking playing with me. I really wanted to beat her the fuck up. Because she kept playing with me. Like, she'll sit there and she'll be calling him. Like I said, I'm not going to air her out like that. But she was just saying some really, like, crazy shit that, like, if another girl said to your boyfriend in front of you, you're not gonna play with that shit. So, she was just saying some crazy shit. And I'm just like, alright, you know what? I'm just let this shit rock. Because I'm going to really fight you for real. Because now you testing my patience. I don't give a fuck if we all in a relationship. I ain't want this shit. He wanted it. You wanted it. Fuck out of here. So, I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, like, I don't feel comfortable with you saying what you're saying. And she's like, okay, I'm going to stop. Then I find out that they still, talking and sending shit back and forth to each other. Use your imagination. Like I said, I'm not airing nobody out. They still sending shit back and forth to each other. So I'm like, alright, this is what we not going to do. Because I already told you, I don't fuck with you and her like that, doing that while, like, because at the end of the day, if y'all in, like, a third party relationship, at some point, somebody's gonna feel like they're being left out. I'm like, first of all, how did I go from being your girlfriend to being, like, on the back burner? Like, you wanted to date her for real. At the end of the day, you should have just said that, and I would have just moved the fuck out of the way. But every time I would say that to him, he's like, nah, like, I really love you, I want to be with you, it ain't even about her, like, we could, like, break up if that's the case. I'm like, yes, let's do that then. He's like, then he'll make me feel bad for saying shit like that, and then I'll be like, alright, whatever, it is what it is. So, then I'm, like, talking to him, I'm like, at the end of the day, mind you, at the time, the girl was she ain't never had sex with no guy before, but she's been with girls before, because that's what she's used to. So, I was like, if you gonna have sex with her, don't have sex with her for the wrong reasons. And he said, like, nah, it ain't even like that. Then shortly after, a couple months passed, and then I found out what he really, like, he just really wanted to just do whatever the case may be, just to say he did it. And I'm like, I told him, I'm like, that's mad fucked up. At the end of the day, like, you just keep showing me every day who you really are, and I don't fuck with it. So he was just like, nah, what you mean, what I just said. What are you asking me? What I said. And as time went on, it's like, of course, I saw that he was an... Anyways, as time went on, of course, I saw that he was, like, just doing dumb shit. But I didn't care because at the time, like I said, I loved him. So, like, I thought that was just the end-all, be-all. Wrong. But anyways, so time started going on more and more. And mind you, they on the phone with me, and I'm just sitting on the phone just, like, real nonchalant, because it's like, at this point, like, I don't want nothing to do with this situation. So I told him, I'm like, yo, like, at the end of the day, you want to be with her, you be with her, but I'm done with this shit, because at the end of the day, like, I'm not comfortable with it. I was so depressed because it was like, prior to this, he was already like doing dumb shit. Like he was already cheating on me, and I felt like that was his way of cheating on me in front of my face and me being okay with him cheating on me, because he knew for a fact that this girl literally like put me through a lot. And at the end of the day, yeah, I did do some crazy shit to her, but I'm gonna do a story time on that afterwards. I did do some crazy shit to her, but at the same time, it was just like I did that because I wanted to show her, like, because it was like she just wouldn't leave me alone. No matter what, I could not do no wrong in her eyes. And it was just like, I don't want to be with you like that. I don't want to be with you like that. And I knew for a fact during that time, I liked both boys and girls. But now I'm leaning towards the male scale. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, I do walk out the house, like, you know, more guyish. So, like, at that time during high school, I don't mean to suck on my own city or nothing, but a lot of females gravitated towards me for whatever reason. And because I guess they thought that I was a dyke or whatever. But I didn't even dress like one. I have my days where I do, like I said, but I don't know. And it was just like she just didn't want to leave me alone. So I'm like, I'm going to do this because you're not going to leave me alone. So I'm going to just have to do what I have to do, because if I don't do this, you're not going to stop talking to me. So what I did was, during the time, this was me and my friend was close at this time. And she was telling me before, oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all what made me, what the final straw was. So he sent her a picture, the same kind of picture that I sent him when we first started dating. It was like, I'm trying not to love you, with like the love. The love was like, I spelled the L, then I put 2 emojis in the middle because I didn't want to say the word, and then I put the E. He sent her the exact same snap because my friend took a picture of her phone and she sent it to me. And she was like, why is he saying that he loved her already? Like, haven't y'all just been doing this for like just a week? Like, and I just couldn't deal with it no more, because it was just like, bro, like, you doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You're doing dumb shit. And at the end of the day, it took me a long time to really have a voice in the situation, because it was just like, I thought that was going to keep him. Listen, a man that doesn't want to be kept is not going to be kept. As simple as that. If he wants to leave, he's going to leave. And that's what he did. And so, he was like, oh, you know, like, I really love you. I want to be with you. I'm going to just tell her I'm done with the situation. Why did you start the situation in the beginning? You knew I wasn't going to have sex with you and her. You knew I wasn't finna let that happen. Yeah, I talked about it. But at the end of the day, when me and you had conversations, I told you I wasn't comfortable with it. And that's when he had broke up with her or whatever. And I told her, I was like, I'm done with the situation. She looked at me mad disappointed. I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm good. I'm good out this whole situation. Y'all both had me fucked up this whole time. I was more depressed than I was happy with either one of them. So I couldn't deal. It's why I tell y'all, some people are not meant to be in your life for relationships. Sometimes they're meant to be friends. So we started off as friends, both of them. We all start, like, me and her started off as friends way before I met him. Me and him started off as friends, but I knew he wanted me. But I was in a relationship, and like I said, if y'all want to know more about that story, I don't want to talk about him too much. Y'all can watch my toxic relationship part 1 and 2. They mad long. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. But yeah, so then he broke up with her. I broke up with her. I broke up with him too. Because I was like, the fact that you sat there and you got into a relationship with me and another girl, and you put me on the back burner, and I'm supposed to be your priority because I was here first. It don't matter. You knew for a fact that I wasn't comfortable with that from the jump. But I was here first, and I still let you do you, and I still didn't really say nothing much to you. So he was just like, yeah, that's true. So mind you, he listening. He changed for like a good month. And then after that month, he started doing fuck shit again. I'm just like, bro, I can't do this shit. I can't. Then I started finding out that he was lying. He was cheating again. I was just like, bro, I'm good off you. Do what you want to do. Because clearly what you want to do is not me. So I let him do him, and I stayed broken up with him for a while. But here's the fucked up part. I wasn't going to make this video that long because I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do a part 2, but I don't feel like doing a part 2. I'm going to just make this quick. So she felt like where I fucked her over was, So me and my friend had been friends for a long time. Then it was her. They had met each other because, and then they started becoming really close. Like, she would go to her and she would talk to her about me, not in a bad way, because I was dating her and they were friends as well. So keep up. My friend was friends with her, and that was my girlfriend at the time when she was friends with her. So she would sit there and she would vent to her about me. Like, why would you do that? That's my friend. She gonna come back to me and tell me the shit you're telling. Dumb. Just dumb. But anyways, I was talking to her. I was like, yo, like, so we was talking. One day we went to go get our nails done because she was mad. She was like, how come is that you hang around her, she can make you happy, this, that, and the third, but when it's me, I couldn't make you happy all day. So I was like, nah, I'm just gonna chill with my friends today, and we're gonna go get our nails done. So we went to go get our nails done. My friend was like, because me and her was going through the same shit in our relationship, so she was like, why can't I date somebody like you? And I'm like, you're not my type. But I said that because I didn't think she was serious. So then that's when me and her started dating. And I was like, yo, that's when she was just like, yo, like, how could you do that to me? You were my friend. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, y'all. She was like, how could you do that to me? You were my friend. You watched me cry to you about this girl. And honestly, I didn't care because it was just like I felt like she did some fucked up shit to me. She knew how I felt about the guy that I was with, Blue. And at the end of the day, it was just like, you did what you did. I did what I did. Fuck. And I feel like for me, I'm not going to sit here and flex on these girls like I didn't have real connections with them. But at the same time, I felt like, I feel like I could have a better connection with a male rather than a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I can be sexually attracted to a female. But as far as dating on and really putting as much energy as I put into like my male relationships, I can't, girl, if you don't stop as putting in my male relationships, I can't do it. So me and her dated, but me and her, like, I don't know, like, we kind of, like, every time she would see us together, like, it took her a long time to get over that. But I don't know, I still wasn't over the fact of what she did. And I know it's like, don't do tit for tat, but at the same time, it was just like, I did get my karma for that, because it just didn't end in my favor. So it was just like, it took a long time for it to bounce back towards me, but at the same time, it still happened, you know what I'm saying? So the whole situation with her, like, we didn't like say that we wanted to break up. It just kind of, we stopped being to, actually, I think I broke up with her. I don't know if it was mutual. I don't know what happened, but me and my friend, we didn't say, like, that's another thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Pisces have the habit, and I know a lot of people gonna be like, fuck zodiac signs, I don't fuck with that. A lot of Pisces have a habit of dating their friends or falling for their friends, and it's a fact. I promise you. Every Pisces that I've met has either liked or fell for their friend, at least one of their friends. So it is not, I don't even think it's just a Pisces thing. I think it's a people thing. Like, it just happens sometimes. So I feel like at some point in time we confused our friendship for a love relationship, and that happened. And then that's when me and her was dating for like a month. Like, it didn't go past, none of my female relationships go past a month. I can't do it. Like, girls, I'm a girl myself. I'm on my period. We both can't be on our periods going at it, because any little thing is like, I don't even want to be with you no more. Just that. Like, it's that bad. I don't have the patience. I don't have the tolerance. I give my boyfriends props because I can't. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, it's like, guys are used to that shit. But girls, like, if you're not a real lesbian, you cannot do that shit. You're not gonna last. Like, you're just not gonna last. Cause like, girls are like, it's like dating your best friend, but at the same time, like, you still fall out with your best friend. So it's just like, y'all know each other, but like, it's like we knew too much. First of all, we knew at the time. I want to put this very clear. At the time, because of the shit that he was doing, it caused me to be a real shady person, and I'm not even gonna just blame that on him. I was doing shit because like I wanted to get back at him, and I learned from that. So it's like we both knew how we were in relationships. We knew that shit was not gonna work because I'm not gonna air nobody out like that, but let's just say like during that time I just wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Just wasn't shit. She wasn't shit either. Cause like, but at the same time, she wasn't in a relationship. She's had relationships issues. So yeah, but I don't even know what else to say. But that shit was just. I wouldn't recommend. Okay, I wouldn't recommend any polyamorous relationships unless you know for a fact you can handle it. Unless you know for, cause I thought I could handle it, but I clearly was fooling myself. But don't do a polyamorous relationship unless you know for a fact that you want to take that shit seriously and you think you could see it going somewhere. Because if you don't see it going nowhere, you're wasting your time. You're wasting their time. You're wasting the other person's time. Like, don't do that. If you know you're a jealous person and you don't want nobody touching what's yours, or you feel like you're gonna get jealous, or you feel like you're just gonna be like, like she's getting too much more attention than me, he's getting too much more attention than me, I wouldn't advise you do it. But that was my story on dating two people at once, and they knew about each other, so it wasn't like I was doing no fucked up shit, so they knew. But my boyfriend did that at the time, and I wasn't down with that because I was like, it made me resent him and her. To this day, I don't have a problem with her. I just don't communicate with her anymore. And him. Anyways, it's your girl Dom. Like, comment, subscribe, and y'all know the rest. Cause like a bitch is tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm burnt the fuck out. But yeah, bye y'all.